if they detected these bulks or waves of plasma, as we just kind of heard that blip on our screens.
The impact on our civilization and understanding what it means to be an intelligent creature in this universe.
After more than 4 decades drifting through the outermost edges of our solar system and beyond, Voyager 1 has remained largely silent except for routine telemetry, a quiet sentinel in the vast cosmic dark. But recently, that silence was broken by something extraordinary. For the first time in many years, Voyager 1 transmitted a signal back to Earth that defied all expectations, a chilling, unexplained anomaly in the data stream, one that has sent shockwaves through the scientific community and reignited deep questions about what lurks in interstellar space. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. The signal wasn't a garbled error or the slow degradation of aging hardware. This was different. The instruments aboard Voyager 1, while primitive by today's standards, are still capable of measuring electromagnetic fields, charged particles, plasma waves, and cosmic rays. What came through this time was a pattern, repeating, structured, and disturbingly coherent. At first, mission engineers at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory JPL thought it was a software glitch, possibly the byproduct of a memory corruption within the onboard computer. But as more data streamed in, it became evident that the pattern was not random noise. It appeared to be a low-frequency oscillation buried in the plasma wave data emanating from a fixed point in deep space. What truly unnerved the scientists was not just the recurrence of this signal, but its refusal to behave like any known natural phenomenon. Plasma waves typically show turbulence, decay, or dispersion across vast distances. This anomaly, however, retained its structure across multiple readings and spanned several minutes of consistent data, something unheard of at this distance, over 15 billion miles from Earth, far beyond the heliosphere and the interstellar medium. The source direction, when triangulated with Voyager 1's orientation, pointed not toward any known star system or cosmic landmark, but toward the empty abyss between constellations, a region so remote it had never previously emitted anything detectable. Decades ago, Voyager 1 made history by becoming the first human-made object to enter interstellar space, breaching the heliopause in 2012. Since then, its role has shifted from a planetary scout to a lone explorer of the unknown. No other spacecraft has ventured so far, nor maintained contact for so long. Engineers have nursed it carefully, working around its aging instruments and dwindling power supply, extracting every possible byte of data. The signal, appearing now after years of quiet, has ignited both excitement and a sense of dread. What could maintain coherence and reach across such distances? What mechanism could exist in such a void untouched by stars or gravity wells? One working theory among the astrophysics team is that the signal might be the result of an exotic plasma interaction, perhaps a standing wave formed by Voyager's own motion intersecting with a deep space magnetic filament. Yet this doesn't fully explain the repetitive nature of the waveform. Cosmic phenomena are rarely so cooperative, and certainly not so symmetrical. Others believe the signal might be the product of something more esoteric, possibly the echo of a long-past supernova, a magnetic anomaly frozen in space, or even a relic from a time before the solar system formed. These interpretations, while still bound to known physics, only begin to scratch the surface of the mystery. Speculation took a more dramatic turn when researchers observed a secondary modulation layered within the signal, a subtle variation that hinted at intentional structure, like harmonics built into a musical chord. The notion that such structure could occur naturally isn't impossible, but it is vanishingly rare. The secondary layer wasn't discovered immediately. It only revealed itself after advanced signal processing techniques were applied to the raw data. Filters, transforms, and noise reduction algorithms unveiled a curious pattern, a rise and fall in amplitude spaced at nearly even intervals, a kind of binary rhythm. The implications of this finding are staggering. If the modulation is deliberate, it would mean Voyager 1 has detected something artificial, or at least engineered, an intelligence operating in the deep unknown. That suggestion is, of course, controversial. Mainstream scientists remain cautious, unwilling to leap toward extraterrestrial explanations. Yet behind the scenes, quiet conversations are taking place. Private simulations are being run, and whiteboards in secure conference rooms are filled with waveforms and probability trees. Voyager 1 wasn't designed to receive complex communications, nor does it have the capacity to engage in two-way dialogue at this level. Its antennas and processors are too outdated, its systems too limited. But even with its aging tools, it has served as a bridge between humanity and the interstellar frontier. This signal, this ghost from the darkness, is like a knock on the door from something we didn't expect. It might be natural, it might be not, but its arrival at this specific time, just as Voyager's power nears depletion, is chilling in its timing. The spacecraft is nearing the end of its operational life. The radioisotope thermoelectric generators that power it are fading, and within a few short years, it will go completely dark, becoming a silent relic adrift forever. That gives an urgency to the signal, a ticking clock to solve its riddle before the connection is lost for good. Teams are now prioritizing data collection around the anomaly, reconfiguring what few working instruments remain to focus on signal amplification and retention. One of the more speculative ideas gaining traction is that the signal could be a reply, not to a direct message from Earth, but to the existence of Voyager itself. It carries the golden record, a copper phonograph containing the sounds and images of Earth, meant to serve as a time capsule for any intelligent life that might encounter it. Perhaps the presence of Voyager in interstellar space, an emissary of our species, is enough to trigger a response from something that lies beyond conventional detection. Perhaps we have been noticed, not because we shouted, but because we simply existed in the right place at the right time. This possibility reframes our understanding of space not as a void, but as a listening chamber, where even the smallest presence might resonate in ways we don't yet understand. If something is out there, watching or waiting, perhaps it was not Voyager's message that spoke first, but its silence. Maybe the true message is the journey itself, and what it carries is merely a symbol, an invitation to respond. Whether the signal originates from a distant intelligence or a still unknown quirk of physics, its impact on the scientific world is already profound. Research funding has been diverted, telescope time reallocated, and new missions quietly discussed. A signal like this, one that challenges the boundaries of what we consider natural, forces science to stretch. It demands new frameworks, deeper analysis, and the courage to look where we were once afraid to. For decades, Voyager 1 has been the furthest extension of human curiosity, a kind of mechanical soul wandering the universe. Its encounter with this mysterious signal transforms it from a passive observer into something more, an instrument of contact, a witness to a phenomenon that could change the way we view our place in the cosmos. There is a gravity to this moment, not in mass but in meaning, a pull that draws minds into the possibility that the void is not so empty after all. Radio telescopes around the world are now synchronized to Voyager's last known location, scanning for similar anomalies. Signal analysts are combing through years of deep space telemetry, wondering if this isn't the first time something like this has happened, just the first time we were ready to see it. Others are revisiting the earliest transmissions from Voyager's journey, hunting for overlooked signals buried beneath layers of outdated code and fading magnetic tape. In the absence of a clear explanation, the imagination fills the gap. It is the nature of such moments to live in liminality, in the in-between space where science meets speculation. The terrifying part isn't necessarily the idea that we are not alone. The truly unsettling thought is that we might have been observed for far longer than we ever knew, and that our first direct encounter is happening at the edge of silence, just before our voice in the cosmos goes quiet forever. As the team continues to monitor the signal, one truth becomes clear. We are being humbled once again by the universe. Voyager 1, built with slide rules and hand-assembled circuits, is now touching something beyond comprehension. Whatever the final explanation turns out to be, whether mundane or monumental, this signal has already left its mark. It has stirred the deepest questions about time, consciousness, communication, and the very architecture of space. And still the signal continues. It pulses faintly, steadily, like a breath in the void. A rhythm without origin, a question waiting for its answer. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Voyager 1's new terrifying signal from deep space? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.